This series is heavily inspired by Matt Neff's FUDW series, so go check that out. Anyways, on to the episode. The episode starts out with Peppa and George building a block house on a rainy day, and all of a sudden Richard Rabbit comes over. Anyways, they have a little bit of fun by playing with their ball while Peppa is too busy building her stupid house. Then George eventually turns the basket into a volcano. Then Richard uses toy trees in order to make a jungle. Then George makes a river by using building blocks. Then George and Richard have a little bit more fun by playing Dinosaur Land. Then Peppa decides that she is out of there. And Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are in the living room watching, a very important TV program? Then Peppa comes in whining about George and Richard's fun. Anyways, Mummy Pig suggests that Suzy Sheep should come over. Daddy Pig eventually calls Suzy and hands the phone over to Peppa. Then Suzy asks Peppa if she could wear her nurse's outfit. Peppa eventually agrees, but tells her to come quickly. When Peppa meets Suzy and vice versa eventually in the episode, they start laughing hysterically for whatever reason. Then Peppa and Suzy barge into George and Richard's fun by saying that the bedroom is now not Dinosaur Land, it's a hospital. Frick all the way off, Suzy. Then Peppa comes in impersonating a doctor, all as an excuse to confiscate George and Richard's dinosaurs. George ends up getting a better idea and acts like the bedroom is now a train station. But not even a full minute into George and Richard's fun, Peppa and Suzy immediately turn into fairies. This time as an excuse to confiscate George and Richard's railway station toys. And now the bedroom is fairyland. Anyway, Suzy states that only pretty things are allowed in fairyland, causing George and Richard to cry.
Oh, now the bedroom is fairyland.
To be honest, I don't blame them. Then Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig barge into the room, asking what's all this crying about. Then Peppa and Suzy give not only another excuse, but the lamest excuse I've ever heard in my 11 years of existing.
What's all this crying about?
Also, I forgot to mention this. I think I forgot to mention. I almost forgot to mention this, but basically, the Rain is so sick and tired of Peppa and Suzy's excuses that the Rain decides to dip out. Daddy Pig eventually notices that the rain has gone away. Therefore, they can all play outside, because apparently Daddy Pig is too much of a chicken to give his daughter a major whooping in front of millions of kids. But Peppa and Suzy state that George and Richard like little boy games, and they like grown-up girl games. But then Daddy Pig asks this.
But after it's been raining in the garden, what do you normally find?
And of course, because it's pretty much the new main character of the show, Peppa and Suzy answer Muddy Puddles. God, did the writers just reuse that joke because they ran out of ideas for an original plot? Let's review. Peppa is playing with George, and then Richard comes over, and then George and Richard have a bunch of fun. But Peppa doesn't like it when George and Richard have fun, so she decides to call Suzy Sheep. When Peppa and Suzy come in impersonating doctors, They use it as an excuse to confiscate George and Richard's dinosaurs. But George and Richard decide to have even more fun by turning the bedroom into a railway track. But Peppa and Suzy hate that as well, so they decide to confiscate the railway track set as an excuse to play Fairyland. And it's only after they completed making George and Richard miserable that they decide to finally jump up and down in muddy puddles. Screw off, Peppa Pig.
Hi, do you have any ideas for any Screw Off Peppa Pig episodes? Let me know down in the comments below. And who knows, I might make an episode of Screw Off Peppa Pig with your requests. Anyways, like I said in the intro, this was heavily inspired by Matt Neff's FUDW series. And I think I mentioned Matt Neff's FU Caillou series in the intro of this episode. I don't know. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like. And if you want to see more Screw Off Peppa Pig episodes or more regular videos, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And again, if you have any suggestions for any future Screw Off Peppa Pig episodes, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you next time.